Hey guys, it's Marrow. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you some motivation to keep going in your online journey. But before we get to that, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This channel is all about affiliate marketing, how to make money online, how to make money from home. I do a lot of product reviews on this channel as well, just to let you make an informed buying decision. If those are topics that you want to learn more about, make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell icon. That way you can be notified when I upload new videos each and every day. That being said, I wanted to talk to you guys about just some motivation to keep going, because I know a lot of people have been at this online journey for a while and can get discouraged thinking, okay, when is it finally going to happen for me? You see people have all kinds of success around you, and then it's hard to keep motivated. So I'm just going to talk about some things here that's going to help you, I believe. First thing is to determine your why and post it by your computer. And I found something by Dean Graziosi, who's a author, multimillionaire, and he talks about this exercise called 7 Levels Deep. And what it is you talk about like why you want something, but then you keep asking yourself why that's important to you. Because when you really get down to the very end, like asking yourself the 7th question, most of the time you get to something like, I just truly want to make a difference, or I want to have choices in my life. So there's an exercise that you can do to determine your why, and it's called 7 Levels Deep. So the website would be 7levelsdeep.com. So you can just go here and start the exercise, and it'll ask you like what's your goal, and then each time, let's just say we want to do we want to work from home full-time, and then it's going to ask you, why is this important to you? And most of the time at the beginning your answers are going to be really superficial, but when you get down to the 7th level, it's most of the time you start crying, because it's like it means so much to you. And it's not just the superficial things like I want to pay stuff off, I want to be with my kids. It's actually deeper than that. So I would recommend you do that. Print it off or write it down and post it by your computer, because that's going to keep you going when you have adversity, which all of us are going to have. Like I outsourced my Amazon dropshipping business, and my account got suspended a couple of days ago. I don't have anything to do with it. I just pay somebody to do it for me. But yeah, there's going to be times that you're going to have ups and downs. That's just the way business is, and you have to keep a positive mindset, and you have to know, like, why am I doing this? And I think it's important to keep that in front of you, and then write down your goals and keep them in front of you too. And see my blog posts right here, because I'm going to talk about, I'll post this in the description below the video, but about exactly how do you set goals. That's going to be the 3rd video here. And when you set them the correct way, keep them in front of you, go through them throughout the day, that helps to keep you motivated rather than focusing on the problems. Because I'm not even thinking about my account being suspended. They're working on it. If they don't get it back, okay, I'm going to work on something else, another stream of income. I'm not going to worry about it. And then I would say, this is so important. My mentor talked about this, and it's like when you get this, and it just takes all the pressure off. Forget about the money. Focus on mastering a skill and providing value, because you want to learn a skill that's going to pay you for years to come, and not worry about, okay, I need to get my money back like really fast. And I've seen people do that. They're like, okay, how can I make money fast? How can I sell this? And it's just, there's so much pressure, and obviously you do want to make money, but when you forget about that and just focus on becoming somebody of value, it just takes the pressure off, and you're going to become more valuable, and you're going to make more money anyway when you're learning a skill and just thinking about helping other people. And I want you to know that every successful marketer started from nothing. And it takes some people longer than others. And my very last point is, I'm going to tell you why I think that is. But a great example is Lisa Taurus. If you don't know who she is a very successful online marketer. But I had to go back to our chat in Facebook because I wanted to get her story right, because it's pretty profound. This is what she said. I struggled for 18 years and only made $20 during that time. 18 years and only made $20. And then in 2012, I had my first six-figure year, and it has been multiple six figures per year since then. Now, how many people would have quit long before those 18 years? A lot of people. But she just kept going, and the fact she only made $20 during that 18 years is pretty amazing. And then now she is, oh my gosh, she's doing really, really well. She built her own dream home, and she's just doing really great. Also, do personal development each day and listen to motivational videos. I love Wes Brown. He just fires me up every time I listen to him. Will Smith, there was a video I listened to the other day. I can't find it right now. But he talks about when you're thinking about doing something, don't think about this huge task. Like when he was younger, he said, I think his dad had a business, and his dad tore down this brick wall outside his business, and he told him and his brother to rebuild this brick wall, and it was a lesson for them. It actually took them 1.5 years to do it, but he said, I didn't think about building this wall. I thought about laying each brick perfectly, like the best that anyone could ever lay a brick in the whole world is I laid it brick by brick. And that's kind of like what you're going to do when you build an online business. You're going to learn that skill and just perfect that skill and just add to it and just do that one thing each day that's going to get you towards your goal, whether it be creating a YouTube video every day as best as you can. That might be the one thing that you do, the one brick that you lay each day. So that I thought was a really great lesson, because he said that I learned how to just do things really good and not worry about this huge wall that I'm building. And it was just a good video. I wish I could find it for you. You guys might have already listened to it, but it's really good. And then the last thing, words of wisdom from Mark Hoverson. If you don't know who he was a super successful online marketer, 7-figure income earner. He started from nothing. I remember his story where he was like, people from church were bringing them food because they didn't have enough money to buy food for their kids, and he just kept going, and he was very, very successful. Unfortunately, he passed away recently of cancer, but I was listening to a training by him after he passed away, actually, and I found this to be really, really profound. But he said that he saw a common thing amongst people who succeed. They've spent a lot of money over the years, and I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I've spent so much money and I haven't made any money. That's okay. It's a common thing. But and then he found that when they finally broke through was when they have enough points of reference to believe that they can do it. And I think that is so true. So what he means by that is, that you see enough people that are just like you having success for long enough, you start to think to yourself, okay, if this person can do it, I can do it too. They're really no different than me. And they really aren't different than you. What they've done is different. Maybe they've stuck with one skill and learned it and mastered it and worked on their personal development and worked on goal setting, worked on their mindset. Maybe that's what they did. But you look at that person and you see enough people and you think, okay, they didn't go to college. I went to college. They're no smarter than me. And it's true. After a while, because there's one person that I've followed for a while, and he has achieved this goal that is my goal, and I think to myself, well, if he did it, I can do it. He's no better than I am. He's no different than I am. So you just develop that belief in yourself, and then you'll finally break through. But you got to stick with it long enough. So I hope this helped you guys have some motivation to keep going. Also, if you haven't seen my story, I talked about if a shy girl from Iowa can succeed, you guys can do it too. I'm going to leave this my story in the description below this video, but I just wanted to encourage you guys, keep going, because it's different for every single person as to when you will succeed and when you'll achieve your goals, and you don't want to stop. You guys don't want to stop. If Lisa had stopped at 6 months, a year, she would never have succeeded in being her own boss, earning 6 figures. Well, I'm sure it's multiple 6 figures now. She's just very much an inspiration to me. So I hope you guys found some value on just this motivation to keep going. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, give me a like. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comments below this video. I'd love to just hear your thoughts on this as well, and encourage you to keep going. If you need to contact me for any reason, I have my contact information in the description below this video. Also, if you'd like to learn my #1 recommendation for making money online as well as offline, those will be the first 2 links in the description below this video. With that being said, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.